Welcome to this tutorial. In this tutorial, you're going to learn how you can actually apply the concept of structural equation modeling by using AMOS. Okay, let's start with a simple example. For example, you want to bake a cake, and obviously there is a recipe in your mind that you are going to use. And in this recipe, for example, you are going to use the milk, butter, eggs, sugar, and other ingredients. And in regression or statistical terminologies, we can say that these ingredients are considered as independent variable, and these independent variables are going to predict the cake, the ideal cake that is in our mind. Okay, once you are finalized with the ingredients, now you have to mix all those ingredients and you have to bake in order to see that whether you are in a position to actually bake the cake that is in your mind. And you will see that the predicted cake is the same as you have observed or not. And if there is a deviation, so this deviation or this difference will be actually determined by using chi-square, NFI, and CFI value. And these are the technical terminologies that we actually use in AMOS in order to determine whether the predicted values are the same as we have observed. Okay, finally, you offer your cake to the food critics who will actually determine whether the taste is actually the same that they are expecting or it's different. Um, in statistics, we refer to these taste values as NFI, CFI, GFI values. And for example, if the baked cake tastes very different from what you wanted, so in this case, we apply the taste test that is chi-square minimum. If this value is very high, it means that there is a bad fit of your model. So finally, we can say that the deviation from observed and predicted model will be determined by CFI, GFI, chi-square. So these are the values which actually determine that how much variation or deviation exists in between the predicted and observed model. Okay, let's apply these concepts on a real data set. And in this example, we are actually want to determine the entrepreneurial intentions. And for that purpose, we are taking independent variables, including social factors and cultural factors. So obviously, intuitively, we can say that if there are some success stories and there is the social support from the environment, there are high chances that entrepreneurial intentions will be developed. And this is the complete flow chart that shows you that we will start uh, evaluating the model, initially the model fit values. So these model fit values will include root mean square values, CFI, GFI, chi-square. All these values will actually determine the model fit. So after checking the model fit value, then we will actually estimate the beta coefficient values, and standardized regression weights will be evaluated. And finally, we will actually see the implications towards the social and cultural factors, whether these are actually predicting the interpretorial intentions, same as we want to predict the ideal case. Okay, let's see whether these two factors actually determine entrepreneurial intentions or not. Okay, finally, let's see what are the model fit values. So these are the threshold points that you need to keep in your mind. The first one is the chi-square value, and ideally we want a p-value above 0.05. Root mean square error, uh, this value should be below 0.08, ideally below 0.05. Comparative fit index and goodness of fit index, these both values should be greater than 0.90. Okay, let's apply the concept of structural equation modeling in the environment of AMOS. So this is the environment of the AMOS, and so these are the visual widgets that you can see on your left side. So we are going to use these widgets one by one. And initially, as you know, that the model that we are going to predict is entrepreneurial intentions. And to draw the model, we are going to take this this circle widget. So it actually determine we normally take this widget when we are having the latent variables. And latent variables means that those variables which are actually not determined directly, which are actually having some uh, sub variables or the items that actually predict that particular variable. So we are having two independent variables, so we need to draw one more circle as well. And you don't need to draw once again, you can just copy the same. So you can, if you go to the duplicate object, just click on that tab and go to the circle that you have already drawn. Just click on it and just drag down. So you will be able to actually draw the same circle uh, through this widget. Okay, one dependent variable which is entrepreneurial intention. So we will do the same thing. Just draw one more circle, and to complete the model, we have to determine the paths. So this actually single-headed arrow will actually uh, will help you to draw the paths. Okay, next you have to choose the file on which you want to perform the analysis. So just go to the select data and just locate the file name. So I'm just taking the file and actually uploading from the computer. So you can view the data file as well. So if you go to the view data, so the complete file will be opened in SPSS. So we are going to take the entrepreneurial intentions, and you can see that these are the items 1, 2, 3, 4, which are going to measure the entrepreneurial intentions. And this is the data file where you can see that the entrepreneurial intentions is going to measure through these four items. Social factors related items are also given, and cultural related items are also given. Okay, just press OK. So the file will be uploaded in AMOS. So next you have to see the list of variables. Just press on this tab. So the complete list of the related items will be opened. So as you know that the dependent variable having four items, social factors also assessed through these items, and cultural factors will be determined through these multiple items. So entrepreneurial intentions having four values, social factors. Okay, let's draw the related indicators with the each variable. So you just have to go to the draw latent variable and just press on it. And as you know that this is the entrepreneurial intention variable, and this variable is actually going to be measured through the four items. So just press four times. So these indicators will be listed in this way. And social factors are having four sub items. So just click four times, and cultural variable is having three items. So just close this screen, and you just have to adjust the model. So just rotate the indicators of the latent variable. So once you click on this uh, in this tab, so you will be able to move the model. And similarly, you can do with the dependent variable. Okay, next step, you need to actually fill these boxes with the relevant items. So we are having these four items related with entrepreneurial intention. So just pick this variable and drop into the first box. Choose the second and drop into the second one. And similarly, you just have to put all these variables into the relevant boxes. And just label this variable as entrepreneurial intentions EI, just double clicking on it. And this seems a little bit overloaded, so you can actually remove these labels just double clicking on uh, each box. So you will be able to remove these variable labels so that the model seems more clear to you. So one variable we have done, so we will have to do the same thing with the other variables. So this is the social factor. So just put all these social factors into the relevant boxes. So there are four variables. So just put or drop these variables into the relevant boxes. So again, just double clicking on it, you just need to remove these labels so that the model will look nice and clean. So just do with the final one as well. So you can see that now it looks more clear. So I'm just putting social factor with SF. You can write the complete label as well, but I'm just putting social factor here with SF. So final ones there are okay. This is the model in front of you. So one important step that you have to do before you are going to apply various analysis, you just have to give the error term with the dependent variable. So just use this tab, add a unique variable with the dependent variable. So this is the error term that you have to actually apply with the dependent variable. Okay, there is a bit change in the model. So there are three more items which are related with the cultural factors. So once you have given the relevant indicators and you have run the name unobserved variables, so what you need to do is just go to the output and choose standardized estimates, direct indirect effects, total factor score weights, covariance correlation, and test for the normality and outliers. In estimation, keep uh, don't need to change here, just use the maximum likelihood. So once it is done, just run the analysis, and once you click on this tab, proceed with the analysis. So you will be able to see the results, uh, view the output path diagram. And once you click on it, you can see that the model is labeled with the relevant parameters. So here you can see that the beta coefficient value, social factors influencing towards entrepreneurial intentions, and this impact is 1.21. And cultural factors influencing entrepreneurial intentions with a coefficient value of 0.41. To see the results in detail, you just have to open the report, and you can access the report just clicking on the view text file. And here you will be able to see the complete information related with the path analysis of the given equation in the model. And you know that we are interested to see that whether these coefficient values are significant or not. So here you can see that once you click on the estimates, here the both path social factors uh, effect on entrepreneurial intention, it shows the significant impact. So the estimated value is 1.209. So change in social factor by 1 unit, entrepreneurial intentions are changing by 1.209. So this is the significant value because the p value is less than 0.05. And the second factor, which is the cultural factor, it has a beta coefficient value, or the estimate value is 0.414, which is also actually significant because it is less than 0.05. And you know that before we actually interpret the estimates, we need to see the model fit value. So you just go to the model fit value tab and just see this report. And as we have discussed that, uh, we have to see the chi-square value. Greater the chi-square minimum value, it shows that the model fit doesn't exist. So in that case, the p-value is not greater than 0.05. So we can say that model fit is not actually uh, significant in this case. And when you look at the CFI value and NFI value, which we have seen that these values should be greater than 0.90. So these are the threshold points that we know that which help us to determine that whether we are achieving the model fit values or not. So in this case, we are actually not achieving the model fit, and uh, it means that we have to tweak the coefficient values. And there might be many reasons due to which we are not actually getting the model fit results.